all right. I'm on my way to a horror convention. Got a bunch of panels, so I'm thinking let me do this little video. I really want to talk about how budgets for film, right? I'm a micro budget filmmaker, and one of the biggest things people ask me is how much do you pay for your film? And it's really starts from the beginning of the story, from the screenplay, from the concept of what I want to do, but it filters all the way through to the marketing. And I'm going to try to make that very simple, try to get into it in, a 15-minute video. So let's walk through it, okay? Now, the main concept of filmmaking is the more you know how to do, or main concept of low-budget filmmaking, the more you know how to do yourself, and the more you can get done for free without paying is the real premise. However, I will say, in my last few films, try to not ask people for things for free. Meaning, I want to be able to pay for my film and all the people and all the moving parts in the film without really asking for a lot of hookups. Hookups are going to come no matter whether you're paying or not. Shoot, Black Panther and all these big budget films, there are people that did stuff for them for free or gave them a little extra. It's just going to happen, so you can't really avoid it. But when I say I want to be able to pay for the film, I'm paying my actors and actresses. I want to be able to get insurance. I'm going to use locations that I don't mind paying for. Now, will I shoot out of my house? No doubt. I'm going to do that. And I may not pay myself for it, but I am going to use my natural resources. However, there's other reasons why I decide to pay for things, particularly actors and actresses. So that's your basic thing. So I'm going to go over actors and actresses, right? The basic thing is they get paid a scale wage. Micro budget, under $100,000, I believe, is $125 a day. You also have to provide an environment that's safe. You have to have a work schedule that's like an 8-hour work schedule. You have to have on-site bathrooms. You have to have, what else is there? Food. So those are some of the basic things that you have to have. So when you're shooting a location on the street, there may be a bathroom nearby, or you got to have a camper, or you got to have a restaurant, something that's accessible for them to go to. Wash up in case anything goes on, all that stuff. You have to have catering, drinks, water, food. That's important. So I make sure I have that. Depending on my number of cast members and my crew, which I always keep very small, I may have catering about $75 to $100 a day. That sounds like a lot, but if I'm not shooting 100 days, it's not a lot. I shoot 4 to 5 days, so food can be $500. Now, mind you, some days I may not spend that. I may get down to 50. I do buffalo wings, I do sub sandwiches, I do pizza. Pizza's very affordable, but I'm not so cheap that I'm going to do it every day, because I don't want to eat pizza every day. I had quesadillas one time. We did a whole Taco Bell thing one day. Those are not the most expensive, but I still supply chips, I still supply water, sometimes Gatorade. So I have all of those things in my craft services. Candy, chips, breakfast bars, all those things are in my craft service. So that's $75 to $100 a day. And some days, depending what we're shooting, I may get down to 50. All right. So that's your budget right there. So you can say we're going to shoot for 5 days. That's $500. Insurance can be about $300 to $400, right? Now, depending on your actors and your cast, that can be half of your budget on a micro budget film. Most times, I don't really need a day of rehearsal, but you can put a day of rehearsal in there. And your day of rehearsal doesn't have to be in your production. It can happen a week, a month before, 2 weeks, anytime before the shoot, just so you got an idea of what your actors and actresses are going to go and do. So now you have 5 actors. That can be what, $625 a day. So now you shooting, like with the Death Pledge, we had, I think it was 12 or 15 actors. We shot in 4 days. That, that was a lot of money. That was close to $1,500 a day. More than that, maybe $200 a day just for cast, okay? Now I'm just telling you, people ask you how much you charge, how much you pay for your film, well, there you have it. Now, that is your basics. Your locations, that's really all determined by script. But I will say, you want to try to use as much places that you have hookups with as you can. I've rented out banquet halls. If you ain't throwing a party, the banquet hall rate can be different than if you were throwing a party there or you're having a program. So, and then you don't always have to have it in the evening. So if you can shoot during the day, they don't necessarily mind that you're there during the day. So you can get it for like a fraction of the price. A place that normally costs $1,200, they may give it to you for $500. You do your shoot schedule right, you only may have to be there 1 day or 2 days. I shot out of my house for one of my films. Didn't charge myself, but we were shooting out of my house for 2 days. Beautiful. Saved a lot of money. All I had to do was pay for cast, pay for craft service, and your insurance can go down because you do have homeowners insurance, but I still insure my whole production just in case. And then I just want to show, like, if somebody asks, wants to fund my project, I'm already built to be legitimate. Now, the next thing is crew. Crew starts with your script, okay? Your screenplay, you can charge anywhere, and you can pay anywhere from $100, which is really low, to $1,000, okay? Somewhere in the middle is what I do, but again, I write my movies, so I never really had to pay for a screenplay, but I'm giving you what people charge for screenplays, okay? It really doesn't mean how much work it is, but I would assume writing a fantasy, writing a high science fiction or technical movie, yeah, you may pay a little bit more, or you may get a book adaptation, and if the writer from the book writes the screenplay and the book is really popular, yeah, you may have to pay a little bit more. Other than that, it may take a week, 2 weeks to write. Somebody may charge you like $300-400 to write it. That's your script. So now, our 5 day, how many days we're gonna shoot? 3 days in the banquet halls, that's $1,500, plus the insurance, right? Craft service, so $1,500. Location, $500. Craft services, that's $1,000. Then you put insurance, that's $2,000. Put the insurance on top of that, $2,400. And then your cast, man, that could be, if you have 5 people in 5 days, that's $500 a day. That's $2,500, right? So you have that. Now the next, and then your script. So you have what, $4,500. Then put $300-400 on top of that. What do you call it? Say $5,000. You're up to $5,000. You don't even have people to shoot the movie yet. So now you got to go into crew. Your crew can, again, we micro budget. You know, there's set wages for everybody. Your director, your DP, your grips, your sound, your camera, all of that get paid close to, your director get paid $2,000 a day on a big budget film or more. It's all negotiable, right? But your micro budget, you can say, dude, I have $200. Mind you, your actors is getting paid $125, so you don't want to really go lower than that. But you can tell your cameraman, I'm paying my actors, I'll pay you the same as I pay my actors, $125 a day, and just pay as many people that as you can. You have 2 cameras, 2 cameramen, a director, right? So now you have 3 people. Then many times your cameraman can do sound, all right? But if you want to pay somebody to do sound and hold the boom mic, you can, but you don't always need it. Really, cameras today and camera people can do sound because they both recorded pretty much on the same thing. So even if you have a sound man, you're still going to have your cameras record sound. So you have 2 cameras picking up sound, and you may have a dedicated sound boom with another dude on there. So that's 3 people. And then your director, you say, okay, $200 a day. Now, mind you, if you want to direct it yourself, that's up to you. But a lot of filmmakers do direct themselves. I would still get a second person on set. That'd be your DP, your director of photography. Just to give you a second opinion as a director, you already going to have how you want the people to say the lines, how you want the picture to look. Your DP can give you second opinion on that. Again, but you're going to pay a DP. I don't really think you should pay them any lower than your actors, so at least $125 just to sit on there. Now, maybe you can get a DP that can do sound. Maybe you can get a DP that can do that can hold the camera. That's beautiful. That knocks out an extra roll. All of that is done. So you figure director, cameras, right? Sound, maybe a DP, but we'll just say 4, right? So that can be about, if you're doing $200, right? 125, right? That's $375. We'll just round that off to 500, because you may pay your director a little bit more, right? Unless you decide to direct it. So that's over 5 days, another, what? $2,500. So we're up to $7,500. That's an extremely low budget, but we're shooting 5 days. We've got 4 or 5 days of location, I think I put in there. Now you got editing. That can be a whole nother machine. Editors can get unlimited amounts of money depending on who your editor is, right? So you can say, it's hard to bill an editor by the day, but you can say I got $2,000. This is my budget of my film. What can you do? It's all negotiable. I'm saying, $1,000 editing job, wow, that might be real low, because it's going to take, for a feature film, it may take a lot more than a week to do. Depends, who knows? Now that goes back to your script. Do you have special effects in there or not? Then if you want to, so we're up to $9,500, $9,500, right? We're just gonna say we pay $2,000 for the editor, okay? 2 weeks, you should have your film back, right? Or a rough cut. Give you a rough copy, the rough cut, then you go back. Hopefully you don't have anything you need to shoot. You're good. Now, special effects, all that other stuff, whoa, that can be another thing. Music is a thing. Most of my music, I get sounds off the internet, and if somebody wants to put their music in my movie, I put it up on social media, and you got to be careful because you can get sued for music. Now, you can always drop it out, unless your characters are singing the song in the in the movie, but you can always drop it out. So I take music from people I know that own their rights, from record companies. So at least there's somebody else in there that you can say, hey, my man, now I gotta go back and re-edit this film. You know what I'm saying? And take your song out, and you got somebody to go back to it and can pay for that. Because if you get sued, most likely it's going to be a cease and desist. And so what you do is cease and desist, take it out, and put in something else. Or you just put in some, music off the internet that's free, royalty free, or put some sounds in. And that's really it. Now, that's your production in. Post-production, your artwork, your press release, all that other stuff. Graphic designer and a writer, those have different fees, prices, promotional, if you're going to market it on the internet. What else would you need to do? Contracts and lawyers, all that, a lot of that is free. Not lawyers, but the contracts that you need, they're free, but you might want to put that in your budget. If it's your first film, hire a lawyer to draft you up a contract, but in the future, all you really need is the same contract, and then you just change the name of your production on there. Same thing for leasing music. You get a license agreement from the record company or the artist, and you're good to go. Actors contracts, SAG has a few of them, but again, you get your lawyer to write it up or approve one of them, and you're good to go from there. So I don't know. I just put a movie together for you for $10,000 or under $10,000. Marketing, going to conference, festivals, submitting to festivals, that takes it to another level, but that's post-production. It's still part of the budget, but you should still fill it in. All right, I know I talked enough. Maybe I'll do part 2 on post-production. All right, peace.